This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1... Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series. Cookie Cowboy will get his first chance here, 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game. Shot back up the middle. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, Dustin Pedroia for me, one of the best second basemen.
Cookie Cowboy stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0. Rusney Castillo gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Cookie Cowboy heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Mookie Betts will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Cookie Cowboy will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Right side, hit hard, and that is into right field, a base hit. Headley's around third, heading for the plate. The run scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Well, that's a good job right.
Cookie Cowboy will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game, as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
14, second baseman.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position, finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 7-1. Good night from Fenway.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. The Red Sox and Yankees, thank you.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Cookie Cowboy is in the glow. And not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award.
You know, that's one of those honors, Matt, that's just really cool to get. Like you said, it means that you can dominate against the best of the best in the major leagues. Also, remember this, he's a big reason why his league's representative in the World Series will now have home field advantage this year.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Always a treat to see a daytime ball game here, Fenway Park in Boston, Mass. The calendar has turned to September and we're ready for baseball between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's now working on the longest hitting streak of all time, and he's looking to extend his record even further.
Rick Porcello, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got 99 losses. 100, it's coming, but he just hopes to heck it's not coming in this one.
Cookie Cowboy will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games, and yesterday was a good one, too.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Hard liner to center field, and the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category, and he's just been punishing mistakes at the plate.
Leading off the inning, Cookie Cowboy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
High and deep to right. Castillo going back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the Cookie Cowboy will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Squared that one up just a little late. Porcello gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Cookie Cowboy will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run scores.
And with all the runs these guys scored yesterday, you wondered if they were going to have any left over for today. Sure enough, it took them a while, but they're finally on the board here with the
Cookie Cowboy will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. 1 run is scored. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. And the Yankees offense was led in large part by this man, Starlin Castro. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Cookie Cowboy will be our focus. And not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award.
You know, that's one of those honors, Matt, that's just really cool to get. Like you said, it means that you can dominate against the best of the best in the major leagues. Also, remember this, he's a big reason why his league's representative in the World Series will now have home field advantage this year.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show.